Hi, fifth graders. Hopefully this video will help you with your math work for today, Thursday, April 23rd. All right, you're gonna have to pay attention. This is new for all of us. When you log in here and you click on the link, you need to use your school account. So it's the number at nps.millville. And if it's not there, you need to create an account. So if you didn't create an account yet and it's free, you won't be able to see the video. You won't be able to see the work, but you have to make sure you use at mps.millville.org with your lunch number. All right, number one, each rectangular prism is built from centimeter cubes. State the dimensions and find the volume. In this one, they're asking for the length. So this is question 1A, and they're asking for the length. The length is how long it is. So the length, all you have to do is count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we type in 5. So the length is 5. Do not click show answer. It marks it wrong. And it'll tell you right away if you got it correct. The green check mark tells you correct. If you got it wrong, it'll tell you it's wrong. So you go to the next problem. Okay, this is 1B. This was A. This is B. What is the width? So the width is how wide it is, and you just count the bottom, and it would be 1, 2. So the width is 2 centimeters wide, and you hit submit, and you don't hit show answer. And next question. And now the height, so I go back and look, how tall is it? And again, it's 2 blocks tall. So I'll type in 2 and hit submit answer. And I got all 3 of those correct, and I need to go to the next question. So the volume. To find the volume, I have to multiply the length, the width, and the height. And that's why this screen doesn't go away, so you can scroll up. So the length was 5, the width was 2, the height was 2. So I'm multiplying. I'm doing 5 times 2 times 2. I'm using the answers that I had for the length, the width, and the height, and I'm multiplying them together. So I think 5 times 2 is 10, and then I still have to multiply by 2. 10 times 2 is 20. And so I'll type in 20. I don't have to do cubic centimeters because it's already there for me, and I hit submit answer and I got it correct, and I need to go to the next question. All right, so here's 1B. They want to know the length. So you just count how many blocks along the bottom there are, and that's how long the object is. 1, 2, 3, so the answer is 3. You got it correct, so you go to the next. How tall is it? You count up. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 4 blocks tall. So the height is 4. Correct. And the width, 1, 2. So you go over, the width is 2. So I click 2 and I hit submit. So that question was, the height was 3, or the length was 3, the height was 4, and the width was 2. All right, and we go to the next question. And it says, what is the volume? So I have to take my answers. The length is 3, the height is 4, and the width is 2, and I need to multiply them together. So I'm doing 3 times 4 times 2. So 3 times 4 is 12. I know I did that part first, then I bring down the multiply and the 2. 12 times 2 is, 24. And so I can type my answer here and write 24. And then I'll submit, and I got it correct, and I'll go to the next question. And then this is question 1C. Type your answer in the below. What is the length? 1, 2, 3, 4. The length is 4. Submit answer. Go to the next one. What is the width? I count 1, 2. Submit answer. Next question, and what is the height? So I have to count 1, 2, 3, 4. The height is 4. And I hit submit answer, and then I go to the next question. To find the volume, I have to multiply all 3 of those answers together. So I had 4 times 2 times 4. And I say, okay, 4 times 2 is 8. And then 8 times 4 is 32. And so I'll type in 32 here. And I hit submit, and it's correct. I'll erase this. And we can hit next question. And this is 1D. The length, I count across the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. Submit, correct. The width, how wide is it? 1, 2, 3. So I type in 3, correct. And then it's asking me for the height. So I go back up and I think, how tall is it? 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 blocks tall, or 3 centimeters cubed, and I hit 3. And then I hit next question, and it's asking me for the volume. So I have to multiply those answers together. The answer was 4 times 3 times 3. There's the height, the length, the width, and the height. 4 times 3 is 12. Then I bring down the times 3. 12 times 3 is 36. So I'll type in my answer here, 36, and I hit submit, and I got it correct. So number 1 had 4 parts, A, B, C, and D. I know it's confusing because it gives me a green check mark that I got it right, but none of the answers are here. Now we're on question 2. Write the multiplication sentence that you could use to calculate the volume for each rectangular prism in problem 1. Include the units in your sentence. And I believe that's where most of you got confused. So it's asking me to go back to problem 1, although I can't see problem 1 on my screen. And so if I needed to go back to problem 1, I'm not clicking, I'm just hovering. That's 1A, and now I can see the picture. So I'm writing the multiplication sentence I needed to do in order to find the volume. So if I look here again and I hover over 1A, because I'm working on 1A, the picture will come up, and I know that the length was 5, the width was 2, and the height was 2. So my multiplication sentence will be 5 times 2 times 2. I'm not typing it here. I have to type it in the box here. So it says include the units in your sentence. So I need to write 5 centimeters. And then to get the cubed sign, you need to go to the omega sign here, the special character. Click on quotations. And then here's the 3. And I'm going to multiply it by 2 centimeters. And I'll have to go get that cubed sign again. Multiplying it by 2 centimeters cubed. And the answer was 20 centimeters cubed. And then I'm going to hit submit answer. This will not tell me if it's right or wrong. Mrs. Crowe will have to go in and check it, but it does say that my answer was recorded, and now I can click next problem. Now it's asking me to do the same thing for problem B. This was A. So I go here. I can't see a problem yet. No, no, no. That pops up for B for me. And so let me move that up a little bit. So all I'm doing is I'm not clicking. I'm just hovering over until I find the one that has a picture that pops up with B. So I can re-see the length, the width, and the height. So for B, the length was 3, the height was 4, the width was 2. So I'm doing the same thing here. I have to multiply 3 centimeters cubed by 4 centimeters cubed by 2 centimeters cubed. I write equals, and the answer was 24 centimeters cubed. And then I can hit submit answer. And again, it's recording it and won't tell me if I got it right. And so I hit next problem. Now I need to find C. So if I didn't write down what C was, I'm just hovering over here until I find C. And there it is. I'm going to scroll up so the picture comes up better. And so it's the length was 4, the width was 2, and the height was 4. So I'll have to multiply 4 times 2 times 4. Type it in here, 4 centimeters cubed times 2 centimeters cubed times 4 centimeters cubed, and that equals 32 centimeters cubed. Now remember, you guys already did all the work for this, so all the answers are already here. You just answered them. So I wrote it down while I did it. That might be helpful for you too. I hit submit, it records my answer, and I go to the next problem. And now it was D. So I'm just going to hover over until I can find D. I'm going to scroll up so you can see that. And D was 4 by 3 by 3. So the length was 4, the width was 3, and the height was 3. So I'll type in here 4 centimeters cubed times 3 centimeters cubed times 3 centimeters cubed, and that equals 36. 4 times 3 is 12, times 3 is 36 centimeters cubed. And then I hit submit answer, and I go to the next question. And I believe I only have 3 more. I'm on question number 20, and I have to get to 23. Calculate the volume of each rectangular prism. Include the units in your number sentence. Do not include unit inches in your answer. All right, so all I need to do is type the answer here. I know I have to multiply the length, the width, and the height, and it tells me what it is. So 4 times 3 is 12, and then I'm going to multiply that by 4. 12 times 4 is 48. And so I will type that in my answer box, 48, and I don't have to put inches cubed. I'm going to submit, and it tells me I got it correct. And so I can move on to the next question. That was A. Part B was same thing. I'm going to just multiply those 3 numbers. 3 times 2 times 6. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. And I can type that here. And then I can get submit answer. I can hit submit answer, and it gives me correct. I can go to the next problem, and this should be almost my last one. Tyron is constructing a box in the shape of a rectangular prism to store his baseball cards. It has a length of 10 centimeters, a width of 7 centimeters, and a height of 8 centimeters. What is the volume of the box? And so again, although it doesn't give me the picture, it tells me the numbers right here in the story. And when I'm finding volume, I have to multiply length times width times height. So it'll be 10 times 7 times 8. For me, I'm going to do 7 times 8 first because that's 56. Then I'll multiply by 10. And I know when I multiply by 10, I just add a 0 to the end. So it'll be 560. I can type that in here. I can hit submit. It tells me I got it right. And then I have to make sure I hit finish assignment. And after it says you have finished the assignment, all you have to do is hit exit. I already know my score because it told me. And my score, yours are here is 100, but this is the class average. So that means I got 100. I did all the questions right. The class got about 75%. Perhaps they should wait for the video. Maybe they could do some of the answers better. All right, hope this helps. Bye.